The sound of fingernails scraping against steel echoed through my new workshop, the side with fresh drywall. The other side? Well, that one contained Margaret. Let me rewind. I'm Daniel Morrison, a retired electrical engineer who moved to Clearbrook Heights for peace, quiet, and enough garage space to restore vintage motorcycles without tripping over a lawnmower. I built a simple, clean-cut workshop in my backyard, ventilated, permitted, and HOA approved. Enter Margaret Fletcher, HOA president, clipboard queen, and tyrant in a pastel tracksuit. She once filed a noise complaint against wind chimes. Her white Cadillac never had a speck of dust, and her 6 security cameras ensured nothing escaped her Orwellian eye. Her sin? Micromanagement. Mine? Building something without her aesthetic blessing. 3 days after the foundation dried, she appeared at my door at 7:15 a.m. in a lime green outfit that screamed dictator chic. Clipboard in hand, she informed me that my structure posed a psychological threat to neighborhood tranquility. Then came the citations. Roof angle disrupts community harmony. Visible tools cause industrial distress. Metal shavings may endanger flora. All signed in her signature purple ink. I ignored them. She escalated. She began conducting surprise wellness patrols. She camped outside with a folding chair and a tape measure, documenting imaginary infractions. She filmed my restoration sessions, narrating them like a wildlife documentary. Here we observe the resident male in his mechanical habitat. Then she discovered my 1967 Harley-Davidson project. Suddenly, I was running an outlaw biker gang from my backyard. She distributed flyers accusing me of operating an unlicensed repair shop, hoarding chemicals, and inviting undesirable motorcycle enthusiasts. Spoiler, they were just old friends who brought coffee. Things took a turn when I found her inside my locked workshop, reorganizing my tools. She had cut the lock clean with bolt cutters and was labeling my sockets by threat level. My Craftsman wrenches were now sorted into acceptable, questionable, and requires supervision. She even installed a fire extinguisher labeled Margaret Fletcher Memorial Safety Station. That's when I called the sheriff. Deputy Williams chuckled. Let me guess, she's the one who called 911 over kids playing basketball? Bingo. He gave her a formal warning and told her to stay 15 feet from my property. Margaret wasn't done. The next day, she placed traffic cones around my driveway labeled Noise Violation Zone and passed out flyers urging neighbors to avoid my street during peak disturbance hours. That was the final straw. I called my contractor friend Jake and had him fast-track an interior wall in my workshop. Then I left the workshop door unlocked, parked around the corner, and waited. As expected, Margaret slinked in with latex gloves and her trusty label maker. She was busy tagging my drill bits when I returned. Jake had designed the wall system with removable panels. In 10 minutes, I installed the final section, sealing Margaret inside. She didn't notice until she turned and saw drywall where the door used to be. Daniel Morrison, you removed this wall immediately, she screamed, pounding the wall. This violates subsection 9, member access to common areas. I calmly slid a lantern, a water bottle, and a printed copy of the HOA bylaws. This isn't a common area, Margaret, and you're trespassing. She spent 4 hours shouting HOA codes through the wall, organizing my bolts by compliance level, and writing inventory lists. She even tried to barter freedom with promises to approve future workshop changes without review.